1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit. All right, missile evaded. That's not very nice, and it's not how you make friends. That's a nice mark though. Come on, come on. Welcome back. I was asked what JTACs do with rotary wing. Do they use 9 lines? Are they using keyhole or IPs? Join me today in a holding area just south of the JTAC as I take a 5-line, Huey, JTAC, close combat attack, rocket and guns, and how not to take one to the face. All right. So, popular request makes sense to me because I've never really done a heck of a whole lot of RW stuff on the channel. Essentially what we're doing today is how do we incorporate a rotary wing inside of a CAS mission. So at times in the past it's called JAT, or the Joint Air Attack Team. Everything for fixed wing, nothing changes right now. With my Huey here that I'm going to demonstrate first, followed by an Apache run. So a couple of things that we need to sort out. So just on our nose, there's kind of like a white mound over there, the JTAC's at that location. Excuse me while I just try and figure out the Huey live, but we need to arm this sucker first. Let's do that. Let's select rockets, there we go, and then rocket digits. How do I do that? What did I plan here? All right. Did I do it? It is done. Cool. Let's get this guy down here. I think we need this. That looks good. Okay. Because we do have forward firing munitions. We've got stuff like the rockets on the side. That's going to be good. And also guns, which are coaxial. But then we've got these door gunners that are back there as well. And I'm going to show you how to employ those guys. Because we're on the ground, because we're slower, our situational awareness is greater. This means we're not going to accept a 9-line. We're going to do a 5-line for CCA or close combat attack. And I'll just quickly simulate how the JTAC would do that. However, what I'm doing right now is one of the popular questions was the keyhole or an IP. And you don't have to do that, nor should you, with something especially like the Huey. Right, the Kiowa and the Apache, same thing. You can use a holding area, which I am at right now. And this is an administrative area. The threat is very low for me. I'm to the south of that white mound that's to the front on the nose now, and the enemy may be able to hear me, but they definitely cannot guess what it is exactly that I'm doing. And then after that there would be a battle position, which I'm not really going to need, but I will do one for the Apache in a moment. So right now that 5-line, if the JTAC was out there, which he is on the hill, the 5-line is very much, you know, line number 1 is, hey you, this is me, and, you know, fire mission. From there, the friendly position is on a lone mound. It's not the mountains, and it's the white in color. So as I look at that mound, there's really nothing else in the area, which is white in color, and the JTAC's told me he's in the middle of it, so that's good enough for me. The mound is the friendly position. For the target, it's going to be from the JTAC in bearing to the target, which is a 025 for 500 meters. And so now if I'm looking at my instruments, I'm north right now to the mound, and I have a very good idea of what that looks like. At line number 4, you're looking at what the target is, right? And so essentially the target is south and in the middle of a row of rectangular buildings that are oriented east to west. So I'm going to be looking for those 4 buildings, and immediately south of them, in the middle of the 4, I'm going to have a significant amount of dismounts, and I'm going to have also what appears to be a Dishka in the back of like a soft skin vehicle. So a couple soft skin vehicles. I'm going to want to get in there with rockets, especially for this one. And once that's done, the JTAC's requested I come in off his right shoulder. So I'm gonna come in off his right shoulder, I'm gonna pop, and then I'm gonna dive down. I'm gonna try and acquire those guys. There's no real mark other than the description. Once the 5 line is complete, it is clearance to engage. So there's that mound. Gonna increase throttle here a little bit, try and trim myself. All right, the JTAC would be able to see me, not a problem. Okay, the flares work. Now after this, I'm going to start using my door gunners and what's called the dog bone, and I'll explain that as I'm doing it. Remember, we didn't use IPs for this. I just gave a holding area. I parked the aircraft. Okay, so there's my friendlies that are over there. We're gonna say visual friendlies for that. Getting this altitude. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit. All right, missile evaded. That's not very nice. And it's not how you make friends. That's a nice mark though. Come on, come on. Yeah, this looks familiar. Let's reset to the south a little bit further. There's the white mound, no problem. Got a hella speed. Speed is good. Let's get some altitude. Yeah, there we go. Uh-huh. Okay. There's my buildings. There's the first building. There's the second building. And let's aim right in the middle. Come on. Start the dive. Let's fire a shot in there. That's nice. Oh. Bad. Okay. So the dog bone begins. Let's get that door gunner to work. Use that trim, or the rudders rather. Any lines something up. Alright. Weapons hold. And that dog bone essentially is kind of like a figure 8. I'm gonna start that now. And I'm going to... how am I gonna do this here? There's my friendlies. Let's do a shot of 7.62. Not great. And I want to make sure I'm in between the target and the friendly position. Get it. Come on, man, do your job. Now he's hot. Okay, that's a huge pilot error. And so back around. That dog bone continues. So I don't give clearance to that door gunner just yet. Now I do. My nose is on the friendlies. There's the target area. And I am working this door so he has max visibility. But he's spraying the targets. The spray of 7.62 is going away. Oh yeah, get some. Get in there. And that dog bone continues, right? That lazy figure 8. Alright, weapons hold on that. Then loop back in. Always aware of the friendly position. Of course, the targets as well. There's the friendlies. Nose on friendlies. It's in between. So now I know I can activate my left door gunner. Work the rudders there a little bit. Right over the friendlies. That's fine. They might get some brass. Okay. Again, everything's just spraying forwards. And once that's over, I can head back into my holding area if I wanted to. Hey, thanks for watching the quick and dirty on close combat attack. Today we looked at the 5-line as opposed to a 9-line. We hung out in a holding area to gather our thoughts as opposed to the traditional IPs or keyhole. If this stuff gets you interested, join us on Discord for all things JTAC and close air support. September 5th through to the 7th, what are you doing? I'll be in Chicago at the first ever Sim Expo with other community contributors such as Baltic Dragon, and if you're lucky, you might even see the new DCS C130. Get your tickets, and I'll see you there. Cheers.